5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Woo.
Recording. Nice. Sick. All right. Today we're gonna talk about a few things, obviously, concerning anime. That's gonna be our main subject. Anime and perhaps pop culture and things like that, as usual, right? So we're gonna get started with. We just found out that One Piece volume, what is it, 102?
Yeah.
Was a number one, right? It was number one in May, right? What was it called? Let me check. Let me find it. Pull it up right now. Yeah, according to AnimeNewsWeek.com, One Piece is number one on the bestseller list for May. Yep. Specifically, volume 102 of One Piece, which is about currently what's happening between Queen and Sanji. And this week coming,
Yeah.
I believe, I don't know if there's a break going on. There's no break going on, right?
I think it's One Piece is currently on break, yeah, because we got that one chapter before the what's it called? The Gold Festival or whatever in Japan.
Okay.
Because we got that
Oh,
chapter
snap! You're
early.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I
So
think
yeah.
we should have a chapter this Sunday, right? I thought.
I
Unless
think you're
I'm
right.
remembering
I think you're
incorrectly.
actually right. I think you're right. Because I remember hearing about the what's happening over there in Japan
Yeah.
last week. So I think you're right. But yeah, according to the episode releases, it's what was released last week Sunday was, or what was it, like Friday? Was it released?
Yeah.
Queen win against Sanji, and spoiler alert if you haven't fucking seen it, Sanji whooped ass with the most amazing fucking animated shit in the fucking world, bro. Movie level, fucking insane, man. I loved every second of it. We find out that Sanji, you know, Sanji pretty much didn't hit the female, right? He didn't hit her.
Yep.
Because he doesn't do that, right? That's the Sanji we know. All right, Oda, gave us the backhand a little bit, try to scare us,
Yeah.
raise his palm up a little bit, but no,
Right.
he did not. He didn't deliver on that horrible atrocity of making Sanji a fucking woman beater.
Imagine if he actually
Dude, that'd be insane, man. If
just
he
kicked the
actually
mess out of that.
bro, bro, how come? Because if
Bruh.
Sanji really did hit her, like you would think it would like just kill her immediately, bro. Because we're talking
Oh
about
yeah,
Sanji.
it's a lot of damage,
Yeah,
you know?
bro, fact. Like she just had like a concussion or something. That was about it. So you would think if Sanji's going full fucking, I was gonna say something stupid. If Sanji's going full white t-shirt, wife beater type,
White
it would
t-shirt.
probably do more damage. I was gonna say something way worse, but I'm not gonna do that. I'll put it in the Discord.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't know if I want to know.
My bad, I misspelled. I digress.
Yeah,
But
Ray.
You see what I
Oh,
said? You
oh
see what I put,
no,
bro?
no, no,
You
no.
see, if I said that, it would have been, over. But
Yeah,
yeah,
let's not.
let's not do that. We
Mm-mm.
want this podcast to go
Not
on.
yet.
So not yet, okay. We have the opportunity to ruin our podcast when we have a lot of notoriety, right? That's how it works. All right.
Yeah, facts.
All
Facts.
right. Well, Volume 102. Sanji just kicks the shit out of Queen. Queen, by the way, if I could say, has one of the weirdest character designs in One Piece. Can we admit that? Like it's very very
Yeah.
weird. Um, what kind of dinosaur? He's like, wasn't he supposed to have like the long neck? But then he doesn't
They
have a
see
long neck anymore.
what is it called? You know what? I'm not even gonna scuff that name out. It's the someone with a long neck.
Probably a Brachiosaurus.
There
All
we
right,
go.
there
Yeah,
we
okay, I was
go.
right.
Yeah. Okay, it's part of the sauropod group. Yes, I pulled it up because I'm
Yeah,
not a dinosaur nerd. Um,
nice loser.
uh, what's interesting is wow, thank you. I pride myself on becoming a loser. Okay.
I believe it.
um,
You have that call too. The loser.
the look the wow. Oh no, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what's some bullshit? Multiple cartoons have done their own version of loser. First, like
It's
SpongeBob
funny.
popularized it, and then you see like
Uh
Rick and Morty and stuff like that. It's so
huh.
fucking hilarious, dude. With like what's
That's
his name?
amazing.
The dad
Oh yeah,
when he
yeah.
divorced. Yeah, Jerry.
Yeah,
When
Jerry.
Jerry
Yeah, Jerry.
divorced.
When he divorced
Dude,
homegirl.
yeah, and then he was like packing his bags, and then you hear in the wind,
Yeah. Right.
funniest fucking thing ever. I love that gag. I love it. It's fucking
For
fantastic.
real.
But
Oh,
no,
that's great.
SpongeBob did it best. I gotta admit, SpongeBob did it better.
True.
Loser,
True.
loser. Love it, bro. It was what was saying? I don't even remember. Was it the jellyfish saying
I
loser?
thought it
I don't
was
remember.
I thought he had like
Oh,
it
the
wasn't the
sardines.
conch, but yeah.
Was it the sardines
Wait.
were saying that like his little group?
I thought he was
Was
like
it?
no, because remember that's when he was trying to lure that the what is it, the queen or king jellyfish?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Squidward like pulled that prank on him and he like gave him that thing to quote unquote call it. And he was just like,
Oh,
loser, loser.
you're right. But didn't
Yeah.
they sounded like the his group, his little group of
Yeah, right.
sardines. Yeah, it sounded how
Sardines.
they spoke actually. That's what they are, man. I think I'm pretty sure they're sardines. Oh
I
no.
think so.
Um,
That or like minnows. I don't know.
something right? Something. I don't know. It's a weird design too. For some reason, they're
Right.
all like
It always reminded me of
from
a
the same
minnow. I
family.
don't
Probably. Um,
know.
but what were we? Okay, back on topic. Why did
Yeah.
we segue so
Back to
hard?
One Piece. Oh my god.
Yes, the upcoming I think
Yeah.
the last chapter for volume 102 will be Zoro versus King, right?
It
And
was where where
yeah.
Kaido first saw Momonosuke as a dragon, and then you had Sanji and Queen, and then you also had Perospero and what's his name? Nekomamushi.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going through it right now. The
That fight.
chapter. Yeah, you're 100% correct. I see it right now. Um, oh, it's gonna be a fire episode, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. If you're a One Piece fan, if you're thinking about getting into it, please do your best to catch up. It's insane. You'll never even guess what's going on in the most recent chapters I've released. And I'm not talking about volume 102. I'm talking about fucking chapter, what was it? Chapter 183, 1083. It's bazonkers, dude. So much has been revealed, and people online have been doing a fantastic job of
182,
gatekeeping.
I thought.
Uh, what was it?
I thought 182 dropped. 183 is the next one coming out.
No, 183 is out
Or
right now. I just
1083,
read it.
sorry.
1083, yeah, is out right now. On
Oh, I must be
TCP
wrong
scanners.
then. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not officially out, but it's leaked.
Right. Okay, that's what I thought you
Um,
meant.
yeah, my bad. I should have been more specific. But yeah, according,
Which
1083.
1082? Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. Let me go back to that. It is amazing what's happening.
Holy
In One
smokes,
Piece as of
yeah.
late.
Can
Yeah.
you believe
1083.
they killed T-Bone?
Yeah, dude, that surprised the mess out of
The,
me, man.
the fucking guy that was trying to stop them on the way to Ennie's lobby. The
Yup.
freaking Zoro
And he
just.
was like, bro, one shot, bro. One shot
Yeah.
of Vice Admiral. And let me tell you something. For some reason, they never capitalized on that. Have you noticed? Around, I think we talked
Hmm.
about this in the past. He one shotted the Vice Admiral, but suddenly in Marineford, it was like, oh, the Vice Admirals are like a fucking problem and something. Like Zoro one shotted him, and he was on his way, right? He couldn't stop. It was just it was a hit or quit, right? And he one shotted him.
You're just on the train
That
like,
was insane.
well, we're heading towards this dude.
Right, gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Right.
So that was a little weird, but besides that, I mean, I'm actually sad to see him go. I am. He seemed very upstanding, as far as
Yeah.
a Marine can be, right? He was more
Right.
of an upstanding citizen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, among the ranks. Um, he raised other Marines to be like what more actually like upholding honor, right? And
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, things like that. So that was very interesting. I didn't like his character design. I will say that. Hated it. It was.
It was.
I thought he was a zombie.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought it was like a
Yeah,
zombie.
he's not. He's just like a
Nah,
crackhead.
he's just built like that.
He just built like a crackhead. Yeah, that's exactly it. And what the
Actually.
fuck is wrong with his mustache? Have you seen that? It's just like a needle on his face.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's weird.
I don't know.
He's very
Mustache game
eccentric,
on point.
right? We'll say that. Right, exactly. He would win a couple of awards in some competitions,
Yeah,
right?
right.
But yeah, so they killed him off and things like we're getting to spoiler territory. We are in spoiler territory.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 1083 or 1082, my bad. T-Bone is, dead. He ain't coming back. He gone. He went kaput, right? They put a kibosh on his life, right?
Yep.
Let's see. um, I don't know if we should continue with the spoilers on there. I don't know. You want to cover it or no? It's up to you.
I
We're doing
guess
this
it's up
live
to
right now.
you. Because we kind of
I'm down.
jumped from fucking volume 102, chapter
I mean,
1026
all
to
right. Well, from
1082.
here on, it's a spoiler discussion. All right, we're going to be talking about 1082, and I will, if it's cool with you, could you read 1083 live with us? Would you be willing to do that?
Me?
Yes, you. Us meaning
Oh,
me
you
and the
said with
viewers, right?
us. Look.
And the
Oh,
listeners.
okay.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. That'd be dope as hell. That's all right. So from here on, the spoiler discussion. If you want to skip, we'll be talking about certain other topics shortly. Specifically about I believe what was it? What was it? Let's see if I have it down. Oh yeah, about the Olympics. I wanted to discuss. It was about hearing the news that Fortnite will be in the Olympics. Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, they're putting Fortnite in the Olympics. Yeah.
No, they're not. Shut up.
I'm not bullshitting,
Are they
man. We'll talk
actually?
about that shortly. Yeah, we're talking about that shortly. I'll link it right now, okay?
Oh
While we
my
talk about
god.
1082. It's fucking insane, man. Copy link, and we'll go from here. Oh yeah, so let's start 1082, bro. Uh, so we already discussed T-Bone, how he's gone, right? He's not alive. And how wasn't 1082 is a chapter with uh Garp, I want to say, right? Uh, no, it's not the chapter with Garp. I think 1081 is the chapter with Garp, but 1082 is the chapter with oh yeah, the buggy pirates. Are they called the buggy pirates now? I forgot that they changed it, right?
I don't remember. I
I
think they
think they
did
did. It was like,
actually.
right. It was like something alliance. The
The Mihawk Crocodile were fucking
uh
pissed.
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And, we sort of
Hey,
found
Buggy
out
got the
that
clown riz, bro.
he do. Hey, he do the goofy Riz, right?
Yeah.
Oh no. Um.
Go on, Buggy declared going after the One Piece.
Yeah, yeah, that happened. That did happen. Yes, that was
Imagine
insane, dude.
Buggy beats both Luffy, Blackbeard, and Shanks to the One Piece. How funny would that be?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't put it past his character. I would not. I would not. And you know me. I hate his character from the beginning. I did not
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
like his character. He sort of grew on me, man. His stupidity and his, they sort of made you like him because of his affiliation with Gold Roger, right, or
Yeah,
Goldie
yeah,
Roger. Um, and they see how he had connections with Shanks. We found out very early on in the story compared to where we are now. Um, and it's mind boggling that this fucking idiot, bro, this imbecile, is anywhere near where he's at right now. He's a freaking emperor, right? In reality, we know Mihawk and Crocodile are running the show, but
yeah.
Buggy's the face of everything. Uh, Sorry if we stay a little silent. By the way, we are currently reading the chapter, or at least
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have to
Sorry, I
read it.
was I was
Yeah.
scanning it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. No problem. We could go back and forth with the discussion. Right now, I'm just re-reviewing the chapter 1082.
Yeah. So,
Um.
Sabo and a
Yeah.
few good men, huh?
Yup, bro.
My
Yup.
boy.
What's so okay? You were reading 1083 or 1082?
1083. I had already read 1082.
Okay. 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 Yeah. So it's funny that you bring up Sabo. Huge spoiler. All right, if you're listening now, you
Yeah.
might hear some spoilers. Huge fucking spoiler. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
would recommend skipping this for sure. But all right, 3, 2, 1. How the fuck is Sabo alive? Can we say that? Is that too much to say? How is he alive? Is this like a backstory thing? How is he alive right now?
Well, it said we're going into a flashback in 1083.
Yeah, but the way they showed it, I was thinking, I thought, I guess, that they said they were going into flashback, but the way they were depicting it, he was so uh remember when they said that he died, right? They said
Yeah,
that he was
but
mid
he wasn't
combo,
actually on
and then they
Lulucia,
cut him
I
off.
guess.
He wasn't.
Nah, So like it looked like he was, but then like
Yeah.
he said in 1082 that he wasn't on Lulucia. He was off the island. I don't know how close he was.
Okay. Okay. I think I remember that
I,
now.
forget exactly what was said.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I know he wasn't on Lulucia. He had said.
Hmm. So, I thought he was. I thought he was because they wiped. How they ended the chapter, right? It was Emu. Just fucking. We're guessing it's Emu. Pardon the stutter. We were guessing it was Emu who destroyed the island, right? Because he fucking activated his fucking Renegon, and the motherfucker was
Yeah.
gone. Um,
Yeah. So Saba said I wasn't actually in Lulucia, so
so wait, is this still a flashback or no?
that was in 1082.
Okay,
1083 starts the flashback to the reverie
I
from
see.
when he was in the reverie and how he got out of all that.
I see. Okay. Sorry, I can't believe I didn't catch that.
Yeah,
Uh,
because we got told that he had an encounter with the two admirals, but we never saw that.
I see. Oh, right, 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 right.
Yeah,
Um,
but now it's going into that
intro.
in the flashback
Okay, I see. And this is taking place while Sabo was before the raid, right? Or was it after the raid? After the raid.
during after the raid of what? Onigashima.
Of no, after no, I mean after the raid on Mary Joyce,
I think it's
because we see
during. It's
Dragon
during
and mhm.
because it says that the main objective was successful, freeing Kuma.
Yeah,
So they did that, and then they were fighting with Fujitora and what's the other admiral's name? That other admiral, and then CP0 agents jumped in to the battle.
yeah, but so you're
Was
saying it's
CP0
happening while or after?
during the raid? Well, during their,
But I'm saying how Sabo and Dragon and Ivankov are talking right now. That would happen after, right? Or was Dragon actually there too?
no, it happened before. Dragon wasn't there. It was during the whole reverie, yeah.
Oh shit, was it?
When all the kings went to
Oh shit,
Rijwa.
you are correct.
Yeah.
I am remembering now. Okay, my bad. Thank you for helping. But yeah, man. Okay, I'm understanding better. And that's how we have the flashback with
Aramaki.
Arisu.
Here we go.
Yeah. Okay. 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 Damn. So it's interesting to think that Sabo, right, was like able to escape even after facing all of them, right? And because they did say though that the admirals were not able to use their full power because they wanted to keep Mary Joyce intact. They stopped Fujitora, right? They said, Fujitora, what do you think you're doing? Fujitora said, I'm calling in a meteor strike. Then they were like, don't be an
Uh-huh.
idiot. That's a terrible idea. They were like, pretty much, they could not use full power. And what's his name? The guy, the admiral with the plant powers. Um, I forgot his name. Uh, Pretty much, he couldn't use Real Kogyu. Real Kogyu? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Real Kogyu? Yeah.
Ryukyu.
He couldn't
But
yeah.
that's a tongue
He couldn't
twister.
go full power because the Celestial told him that they didn't want to get hurt. Right? Which is pretty stupid, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because the last thing I would want is the people causing me chaos to escape because I didn't want someone to go all out. That doesn't make sense. But Yeah. Does that make sense? What I say just makes sense, or no? Uh, I
Yeah.
was reading while talking. My bad. Um. So let's see. Yeah. So the Celestial did not want Real Kuju. Damn, it's a hard name. To go full out, so he was frustrated while fighting Morley. Morley, by the way, hilarious character design.
Yeah.
Funny ass character. It's all just throughout. Um, and it's insane that he's strong enough to go up against an admiral. I'll just say that. Uh, like that's insane. And to hold him off, even if he wasn't using full power, it was still just to hold him off. That's insane. Um, you have the Sabo. He's keeping track of what was that? Saint Oswald, right? Oswald or Rosward? My bad. Saint Rosward.
Who?
Uh, Sabo is keeping track of the Celestial Dragon, Saint Rosward, and Charlos.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah, because they have Kuma. They're riding on Kuma.
Mm-hmm.
Extremely fucked up. Hate to see Kuma that way, but
Yeah.
yeah. I wonder what happened with Shidohoshi, right? Because I don't think
Right.
they've come back to her yet, right? Um,
Oh gosh. I thought we did find out. I
did
thought
we?
someone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Didn't Weevil step in and save her? Actually,
What? Huh?
I thought someone did.
Um. Oh, you're talking about in the beginning before the reverie actually started when they were on Mary Joyce.
Yeah.
No. I meant like during this whole thing happening, right? Yeah, he saved her, but they were Roswell and Charlos were riding on top Kuma and searching for Shidahoshi. In order
Oh,
to
oh, oh.
yeah,
That's right.
so
Yeah.
yeah, so I was wondering if they ever got to her or did Sabo protect her by sort of because Kuma escaped, right? We know that. Um,
Right.
just wondering what happened with that. And also speaking of people we don't know much about, all right, or at least what's going on right now with some people. Who the fuck, right?
Uh,
Who is the Holy Knights? Who are the Holy Knights? Who's that?
I'm guessing it's the night-looking dudes that are like guarding the doors and such.
You think so? Because the way they made it seem was that it would be like a huge reveal,
Right.
right?
So maybe they're like a higher tier than those like more fatter ones, I guess.
Because the
The
admirals
more like
are already up against some captains. Apparently, like they made it seem like the Holy Knights were maybe above the admirals.
I don't know. But I know it said something like one of the Holy Knights resembled Shanks, like same sword on the
Yes.
same
Yeah.
side. And one
Yeah.
had like a
Same
cowboy
shape of the
hat.
sword.
Yep.
People are saying that
So
Shanks
that's
is evil.
interesting.
That's the rumor that's going around right now. That's the headcanon people have that Shanks is actually one of the Holy Knights and that he's evil. Um,
Hmm.
how do you feel about that? It would be an interesting twist, in my opinion. But what do
It
you think?
would be. I don't
Well,
know.
how? Yeah, how would that even make sense?
Right.
Does
I
Shanks
don't
have any? Do
think
we know if
so.
Shanks has any? Okay, why not? Why don't you think so?
I don't know, just in the way Shank's been portrayed so far.
Yeah.
I
He
mean,
has been. Yeah.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like we don't know his like whole name for a reason. You
Mm,
know, we just know like Shanks.
right. That's true. We don't know his full name. That's a good point.
Right.
And if he had like a D in his name, do you think that'd be announced earlier, or do you think that'd be held for a better moment?
I think it would be held
You think so?
because I'm sure he's like related to. Well, I'm thinking he's like maybe related to someone that Oda has yet to either introduce or fully flesh out.
Hmm. Okay. Probably that
That's
makes
just
sense
what I
then.
think.
What if he's
Right.
related to Emu? What if?
That'd
Because
be
he was found
interesting.
on because I'm thinking how grandiose of a character he is, right?
Right.
He was found in God
Yep.
Valley, and
In a treasure chest or something, right?
right exactly in the treasure chest. There was a battle on God Valley.
Yep.
For some
Now
reason,
it doesn't
the
exist.
Rocks Pirates. Right, exactly. For
Right.
some reason, the Rocks Pirates were there and seeking something, and
Yeah.
the way they put it is the Marines, I guess, found out and they intercepted them, which is why you get the big fight. Uh, with Garp becoming a hero and the island being wiped out. And we
Well,
see with Emu
that was because
how,
they had to ask Roger for help
yeah, right.
because of who
Um,
Rox had in his crew,
which is now we
and I'm
know
assuming
is
how strong Rox is.
man. We still don't know how strong Rox is, man. That's
Yeah,
insane.
just don't even know anything about him except for his name and the crew he had.
That's insane, dude. That's wild.
Right.
We know that some people like Kaido, Big
Uh,
Mom, Stussy's part of the Rock Pirates.
right.
Um,
Right. Yep.
but as far as we still don't even know how Rock scales, at least, right? We know he was captain, but
Yeah.
that's all we have. That is all we
Right.
have. And we know that Blackbeard's backstory is still not even released yet. Right? All
Yeah.
we know that he was taken. He switched crews. Right? He was on what crew was he on? He was on Whitebeard's crew, right? Or no, he was on
He was always on Whitebeard's crew.
Roger's. No. He switched crews, I believe, right? Because he was working
No,
with Roger when Odin and Whitebeard were fighting Roger.
no,
Yeah, he was part of
because he
Roger's
was
crew.
on. No, he was part of Whitebeard's because that's when Buggy told Shanks that the other
Oh,
kid doesn't
yeah,
sleep.
yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
I had that backwards. I was thinking that exact scene, but I had it backwards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's part of
Yeah.
Whitebeard's crew. Okay, and oh, I remember they found
Yep.
him, right? They found him, and he wanted to join
Yeah.
because he was like, I guess, alone, right? He was like a an orphan or something.
Right. Right.
Um, so okay, so we get a little bit of that, but we don't know why he became an orphan, right? We don't know sort of why he became obsessed with the devil fruit. We don't know
Right.
um, even his full personality, right? He's sort of very wacky personality wise.
Yeah.
Um, you know, we see that there's been multiple rumors thinking that he's like one of one of three people and one person, right? Which is why he can hold the
Yeah.
devil fruits.
Right.
Well, that's the rumor, which I think so.
Yeah.
I'm going to agree with that rumor. That seems legit.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, so it's just we don't know. really truly, we don't even know Shanks or Buggy's actual backstory either. As far
Right.
as we know, we know only as far as we know Blackbeard's.
Yeah.
Really,
We
that's
just
about it.
know where Shanks was found. He was on Roger's
Yeah.
crew. And now we have like a named attack and then some more of his Grand Fleet, but that's about it.
Damn. And we know that we recently found out within the last few months that Shanks is the king of the giants, right?
Yeah.
Shanks. So on Elbaf, Shanks was over here slanging his dick around, became king.
Yeah.
you
Somehow,
know,
shoot.
somehow, right? We still don't know who was the previous king or and whatnot. We knew there was multiple captains, right? Dory, Bragi. We knew that what's his name? The giant that um Robin's mother knew. We know that he was a captain on the Marine side, but that he wasn't part of the same group that Dory and Broggy part of, right? Because
Right.
Dory and Broggy were like warriors, and that's who they sort of were
Yeah, because
around.
he didn't
But
want to be like associated with what the giant reputation or whatever it was.
right, exactly. Um, hmm. So
But
we still, yeah.
I had thought that the giant that Big Mom had killed was like the clan leader, I guess.
The giant
You know,
that
when
Big
she was
Mom
like a
killed.
kid. When she was a
Um.
kid
Oh,
and
the
because of his old age,
I think I
he
know what you're
couldn't
talking
like
about.
heal or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't remember that. Wow. Yeah, you're right. Um.
Right. Like him and then his brother or whatever it was, his family member. So,
Excuse me. So do you think that was the game? Perhaps.
uh, maybe.
Perhaps, right? But during that time, didn't they say that there were only like few giants because there had been a war with the giants and other people, right, around that time?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so that perhaps was the king because they were on the island of the giants. They were on Elbaf,
Yeah.
where so that could have been the king. And did she eat him? Right? She ate him, right?
She. No, I
Or
don't
she
think
just
she
killed
ate
him?
him. She like threw him over because she was having the hunger pain.
Oh, correct.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because she
his name
wanted
was
more of the
Beardfall.
whatever. Yeah, beard.
His name was
There we go.
Beardfall, and he was the giant leader. So
Okay.
yes, probably the king. I think. Um. So we're going to. So okay. Oh snap! That puts things in perspective, right? A bit more though. Um. Because assumably, right? Presumably, at most, the giants are considerably weak compared to an emperor, right? Um. That I
Yeah,
think can
compared
be
to an
that can be
emperor,
preserved.
yeah.
Yeah, that can be
I would
preserved.
say so.
At least weaker than a warlord, I would say. Um, I
I
I would say so
hmm.
because we see how
I guess it
CP9
depends what
and
warlord.
true. Okay, we'll say a damn good one. Okay, you would have to say like let's say Doflamingo, right?
Yeah, or
Something
like
that
Mihawk.
Mihawk is way above Doflamingo in my opinion. He went one on one with Shanks, and that was just before Shanks lost his arm. And he was already
Yeah.
called by the time with Luffy. He was already an emperor. Um, so yeah, Shanks.
I didn't
Mihawk
think he was
became
an
an
emperor
emperor.
yet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, right?
I don't
Let
think
me just.
so.
Uh, um, Luffy receives Shanks' hat. Shanks is the chief of the Red-Haired Pirates and an emperor and four apprentices of the Red Pirates. So yeah, yep, he was. Yeah, he was an emperor at the time.
Hmm.
That's what the popular belief is. I'm just trying to verify that right now.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what the belief is, but is it
yeah, he
accurate?
became an emperor before Luffy. That's what I'm saying. Let me check. Everyone's saying he was not just an emperor, but um, maybe the wording is off.
Mm-hmm.
Let me find him. Uh, he met Luffy before he became a Yonko. Okay. So we know
Okay,
that.
yeah. So,
So the wording was off because he was not just an emperor. It was because he needed to develop notoriety. He had already the means to be an emperor. He just didn't have the
mm-hmm.
notoriety. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so right now people are saying it is theorized that Shiki was a Yonko before attacking Marineford, and Shanks is the one who took the title that was taken away from Shiki after amassing his full
Okay.
power and fame. Boom. There we go.
Huh.
Um, yeah, so he was an honorary Yonko, pretty much. It was like Shiki can't have the title no more. He turned and lost, so Shanks took the title. Uh,
Yeah, you gotta give him credit though. He went up against Garp and Sengoku
yeah, and like somewhat
and
prime
fucked
Garp
Marineford
and
up.
Sengoku. Yeah,
Right.
he did what Whitebeard wanted to do, like and by himself,
Right, right.
bro. He pulled up and
Yeah.
injured,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
severely injured. Yeah, that guy
Yeah.
that guy was a problem. Oh man,
That was a menace.
for real. Um, I think it's about time we switch
Menace, brother.
subjects because we are 43 minutes in. So we should change subjects while we can. The next topic will was I believe yes, Fortnite and gaming, right? Esports. Um that apparently Fortnite is coming to the Olympics. Uh um According to this article, sports on sportsdestinations.com. Um the Olympics is happening in France in Paris, right? In 2024.
Mm.
And recently it was announced that they will have their first ever Olympic Esports Week. Uh, the event, which will be celebrated by the IOC in Singapore, will showcase the best of virtual sports, hybrid, physical, simulated sports, on the fourth day festival, including exhibiting the latest technologies. Okay. Um, Interesting. So what I heard though on how they're going to show Fortnite is
Uh,
because they can't allow murder, right? Plain and simple. They can't just allow that. And they consider Fortnite to be so gruesome and horrible and a heathen sport. But no, it's what they're doing is they're having a specific mode created
okay.
through Fortnite. It's going to be pretty much a shooting range um in that mode. So
Huh.
you get to practice your aim and such in Fortnite. and it'll be, I guess, judged, and they'll figure things out.
Huh. Okay. I mean, I'm not really caught up with any Fortnite news. I mean, I haven't touched Fortnite in the longest time, so I don't really
Yeah.
pay attention to it, honestly.
Right. I mean, I keep up with it here and there because some things you can't just ignore when they like
Uh,
mention like anime and things like that. Some of my interests.
uh,
Um, I saw that they're gonna create a new mode pretty much for the Olympics, as I said, and they will be. I'm just okay. So what I'm trying to say is, I wonder who will make the Olympics. Right? What are the
uh,
tryouts like for something like that? Right? Are we gonna see the pros, the Fortnite pros, go against one another? Is there sort of how do
yeah, I
they
don't know. That's gonna be
choose?
weird.
Right? How do you feel about that? That's so odd to think about.
I don't really like it,
Okay.
but
Well, what's your take on it? Or why don't you like it?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like something that's worthy of being in the Olympics. Like
Mhm.
it's like you don't have to
While you
be in good condition at all. You just got to be good at playing video games. Like,
right. I hear you. I wonder how that'll translate to the conditioning, right? Is since it is esports, right? Um it's very broad in who's playing, right? And like someone could
right?
be very unhealthy, right? And they'll just be amazing at Fortnite. Uh, some of the teams are 100 Thieves, obviously Cloud9, FaZe Clan, Optic Gaming. I it's sorry, I'm laughing because it's kind of funny, right? To see FaZe Clan or Optic or 100 Thieves in the Olympics, right? And target practice in Fortnite. It sounds like a weird dream, right? It sounds like a weird dream that you would have
Right.
as like a fucking 12-year-old. Um,
Yeah.
you know, that's something no one really thought would happen. So this is like very I don't know what to call it. It's like untouched territory, right? It's very new thing to be brought up. Olympic esports is something you'd hear in a fucking Ready Player One movie. Um,
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
um, shit. I mean,
Jeez.
me personally, I would say, I want to say, I'll say this. I want to say, I'm
Uh
looking
huh.
forward to it. I want to say, I want this to turn into something big. But
Yeah.
with the background I have, right, man,
Yeah.
I remember growing up and being fucking in trouble nonstop by playing
Mhm.
video games, right? I
Right.
remember, dude, I was missing school days. Don't do that, right, kids? Don't miss school
Yeah.
days.
No.
But I was doing that so often, and for
Yeah.
gaming, for the sake of gaming, right, owning my skills and such and such.
Right.
To the point where I would have like my console threatened to be taken away, and even further, I've had legal issues. Right, people were schools were giving me truancy tickets, and I
Yeah.
would have to go to court and say, "Hey, uh, I'm just playing game. I'll go to
Right.
school tomorrow." Like, yo, chill, bro, chill out. Don't make
Right.
me go
Right.
to juvie or whatever,
Yeah.
right? Over some fucking Modern Warfare games.
Right.
That's y'all tripping. And nowadays it's so accepted, right, in society.
Yeah.
There's even you can get scholarships by playing games. Uh,
Right.
and you know what I'm saying? People are like multi millionaires, and run orgs like 100 Thieves.
Yeah.
Optic and all of that. Before in our day, right? Me and you, we were just 1v1ing fucking Optic Predator casually when he would join a PlayStation lobby in MW2, MW3, or Black
Yeah,
Ops
two and
1,
three.
right?
Yeah, oh yeah, Black Ops One,
Bro,
that's right.
and he didn't. He was mainly on a Xbox, but there would be
Uh
times where we would see these people who are now notorious in the industry casually would just go up against them. And the thing was, how do I word this, right? Nothing was so exclusive back then.
right.
Um, you know, um, team members, with these different clans. At the time, they were called clans. They're not called clans anymore. They
Yeah,
are,
right.
you could leave and join them as you please. They were very buddy buddy, right? They're only if you're friends with the person or not. Nowadays, you got
right.
to get hired. You got to submit a contract, proof of skill, all of that. Sign some fucking contracts, bro. It's
Yeah.
insane, man. It's absolutely
I mean,
insane.
yeah. I mean, like, I remember having to prove your skill to get into like some of these clans. Like, you'd have to like they'd invite you to a lobby, and you'd have to like, whether it be hitting a trick shot, getting like some kind of crazy feed, or
Yeah, yeah,
just like
yeah,
red
man.
gunning, drop an insane
Of
streak.
course. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was the extent of it, right?
yeah,
That was
that
the
was hella
extent of it, and
fun.
more or less. Oh yes, it was. But nowadays, it's how are you represented in the public eye, right?
Right.
What have you posted on your social media platforms? What is your following count? How can you represent us? And things like that.
right.
And it's so official, and everything's so exclusive and private, and it's so
Yeah.
different from how it was in our days. Man, it's just, and to see it grow so much in Olympic status now, right?
Mm.
Dude, we're gonna see Optic in 100 Thieves. We're gonna see Luminosity. We're gonna see fucking TSM, Envy, bro. Uh, Potentially, we're gonna see one of them or maybe a few of them in
hmm
the fucking Olympics. Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, that's something like that we couldn't, like, we were just dreaming of back then, right? Um,
Yeah.
it's insane, and to see it now after all that I went through personally, I'm speaking for myself. It's
hmm
kind of bittersweet, I guess. I would say, right? It's
Uh-huh.
like, I wish I could have the same appreciation as I would have in the past, but
Yeah.
it's more of like, uh, I don't know. It is what it is, right? It just is what it is, and overall, I sort of feel, uh, I want to say optimistic. I'll use that word. I'll feel
hmm
optimistic. I feel optimistic about the future of esports, but I do not feel the same way as for the future of, like, I want to say society.
hmm
you know, uh, I don't feel
right.
like seeing people sort of become Olympic champions for sitting and looking at a screen, and just having skill in gaming.
Yeah.
People have literally like injured themselves, and you're not going to injure yourself playing esports,
right.
unless you get up and fucking punch the screen. I don't think you're going to injure yourself.
right.
And I've seen people sort of defend it online, right? Some players defend it online. You'll see some of them talk about how they consider some of their skills in gaming real, how it compares to real sports, right? What they're doing, and some of the shit they say is sort of odd. Doesn't really make sense. Like, sort of like saying, I've seen someone say that we're gonna get carpal tunnel when we get older and things like that. And I'm like, what? That's a thing? Like that's a thing you're gonna call out and like mention, as like a real big, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm putting my body through this. And it's not that deep, it's not. If video games are video games, they're for all ages, and they shouldn't be an exclusive thing, in my opinion. They shouldn't be an exclusive sport, something you're putting your body on the line to achieve. And they're just not. It's just not that. So you shouldn't try to make it
Right.
out to be that.
Right.
But so that's what I mean when I'm optimistic about esports, just not about the society it's going to create, right? Or it's
Yeah.
going to influence later on down the line.
Uh huh.
Um, but that's just my take on it. I'm not going to add more. That's just my take on it.
Yeah.
Would you
I feel
agree, or
that.
would you like, you feel that? All right.
Yeah. I mean, like,
It's
I can't watch it like I used to. Like I don't know. It's not the same. I don't know how to explain it.
yeah, exactly though, exactly.
Yeah.
Um, as we're talking right now, or at least I am, that as if we're like elderly people. We're not elders, right? We
No.
we're just not into it how we were, and it's just
Right.
personal life that has shifted us to
Yeah.
that, right? Um,
Right.
if you, I'm sure you could talk to some people in private, um some of the players in private who are around our age. They'll probably say something similar, right? They'll be like,
Yeah.
I don't, you know what I'm saying? They'll probably agree with some of it, probably not all of it, because
Right.
but they're into it, right? But
Yeah.
I'm sure someone could see where we're coming from that angle.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, that leads me to my next topic, honestly, because something that we did not expect, right? Because
Oh
we're just
boy.
talking about something we did not expect to happen. How we want to be optimistic, but we're not sure. Uh, a billionaire bought Jeffrey Epstein's two private islands.
Holy
Um,
shit.
do you have the link?
I do have the
Oh, but
link. Yeah.
okay. I don't need to paste it then.
I'll be
Oh
honest. I wouldn't
man,
want to go near those islands with a 10-foot pole. Like
bro, same.
you couldn't pay me enough.
Not with Goku's fucking extendo stick. I ain't going nowhere
Right.
fucking near that. You're tripping.
Definitely not.
Um, yeah. So a billionaire bought Jeffrey Epstein's two private islands in the Caribbean. Little St. James and something else, St. James, for
Yeah.
$60 million. And it's apparently what they're talking about when they mention this is, oh, it's less than half of the initial asking price. Bitch, this isn't about money. About This is about a fucking billionaire purchasing a uh, notoriously infamous island, right? Both of them. And I just
Yeah.
don't know how to feel about this, right? Honestly, I would say I don't like it because I believe those islands should be burned to the ground. But
They want to build a 5-star luxury resort there.
really, is that what they're saying? Let me
That's
check
what
real
it
quick.
says. Who the hell would want to go there?
I'm not even gonna ask that, to be honest, because there's people who
Yeah, I
would.
don't want that. I don't
Some
want that
people will.
answered. Actually.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't want
There's
that answered.
people who got too much money than they're worth. Okay. Uh, who'd be like, all right, let's see what the hubbub is about,
There's
and they're gonna fucking
some
take a plane.
weirdos.
So or that too, bro. I didn't want to say it, but
I
yeah,
mean, you know,
you know, some weirdos with a Amazon DNA kit.
right?
Um, or hopefully, that's still what I just said is being optimistic. But fucking, that's not what it's for, man. Let's just be honest.
Right.
That's not why he
Because I'm
bought it.
assuming everything is still there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I mean, so there has been leaked videos, even TikToks of someone riding a boat there, taking a boat there,
oh,
like sneaking onto the island. Yeah, and they show that it's been boarded up, and there are people working on the island. People like
what the heck?
upkeeping, quote unquote, upkeeping the island. But
Uh,
a lot of what's there is boarded up, and a lot of what's there is because there was said to be like hidden passageways under the island,
I'm
and
sure.
that was like a popular rumor, allegedly. Uh,
Right, right.
but apparently
Allegedly,
those were
allegedly.
yeah, we're gonna use that word a lot when we're talking about this. Matter of fact, uh, yeah, allegedly, all of what we said. Let's code it all, and the
Yeah,
sugar
yeah.
tasting word allegedly. Uh,
Right.
yeah, sugarcoat it, right? Um, so yeah, allegedly there were tunnels underground where some of the things that whatever he built that was there. There's like it's boarded up and there's tunnels under it and whatnot. Allegedly, and allegedly,
Yeah.
there is what was it called? Um, uh, there's still some visitors.
Okay.
Yeah, who are like uh, who money people who have money, people who are made of
Right,
money,
right.
right? Still visits. We are unsure why that is. As the public, is pretty sure we are the public, by the way, that
Yeah.
the island is deserted at this point, right?
As far as
But
we know, yeah.
as far as we know, and you know, according to those leaked videos and those TikToks that were probably not up anymore at this point that I'm talking about it. Uh, yeah, so there are people who frequent the island allegedly. Uh, but to read more about the island, okay. It's a villa style compound that has a library, a cinema, and detached bathhouse and cabanas. Yuck.
Yeah.
Epstein later, hate to say the word, don't like his name. Later bought the 160-acre Great St. James. So there's this little St. James, ew, and then there's the Great St. James. $20 million in 2016. Um,
For both?
what happened?
For both of them?
Yes, I believe so.
Holy
For both of them,
smokes.
he spent. Actually, he bought the little St. James for 7.9, but
Oh,
the
okay.
Great St. James for 20 mil. My bad.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
around 30 mil. Um, yeah. By the way, Ghislaine Maxwell's British. I didn't know that.
Hmm.
I'm just now finding that out. She's British, which is interesting. Not at all what I thought she was, but yeah.
Right.
So it's currently the islands are private, and they are off the U.S. Virgin Islands. Uh, yeah.
Holy shit.
And the billionaire buyer who has purchased the islands name is Stephen Deckoff. That sounds like a made up name if I've ever heard one. Um, right? Doesn't it?
Right.
It wants to develop a 5-star luxury resort. We talked about that, which is I can't wrap my head around that. I really can't, man. It's insane.
Yeah.
He wants to develop a state of the art 5-star world class luxury 25-room resort. Mhm. And with all the things that came out, right, about this island, about
Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein, and I'm not gonna name some of the things that were released about it because we know
Right,
some of
right.
the uh um
Mm-hmm.
how this island was never locked down, right? Why was it available for purchase in the
Uh-huh.
first place? That's what I want to know, and I want to know who sold the island, right? Um,
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's not really talked about, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
I would. I don't know.
trying to read more about it, and it doesn't state who put it up for sale. Um, ugh, yeah, I already don't like this guy who bought the island. There is simply no place in the world as special as the U.S. Virgin Islands, and I am humbled by the opportunity to share its splendor with visitors in
Oh
a manner that
boy.
will provide economic benefits to the region while respecting its culture, history, and natural beauty. Whew, that put a fucking. Where's my toothpaste? That put a bad taste in my mouth reading that. Yeah, I don't. Hated that. I hated that. Wish I could get my time back from reading all that. Yep, I'm going to. What I'm going to end this off by saying is, um, as a listener, I think you guys, anyone listening, should really do your research, right, on these sort of things. Whether you're a conspiracy theorist, right, whether you are somebody who's into conspiracies, or someone who's into what would you call this, right? Criminology. uh, if you're into sort of true crime, things like that, I think you guys would be finding
The
in
big weirdo
abundance,
rings.
right? Yeah, an
Yeah.
abundance of knowledge. Um,
Yeah.
with looking these sort of things up with these sort of things,
Disgusting, bro.
fucking vile. Yeah. Uh, Speaking of fucking vile and disgusting and horrible and right, right, we
Mm-hmm.
are talking about next.
Gross.
Wait, lastly, do we have time? We could go a little
Do
bit
we?
over. Yeah, a little bit over. We're a bit over time, but
Oh,
do you want
okay.
to go into another subject or do you want to just save the subject for next time?
We could
Um,
save it,
Save
honestly.
it. Okay,
I
okay.
think so,
So
yeah.
yeah, we'll end it off here. Actually, this is a good time to end it. Um, to be honest, with a lot of the topics that we
Sorry to
chose
end
to
it on
do,
that note, though.
honestly, yeah, sorry to end it on that note. We're sort of hard pressed for time. We could have fit one more into it, but I feel that honestly, ending on that subject was um a good thing to do, and to spread awareness, right? To spread
Yeah,
awareness on
yeah,
sort
that's
of
true.
these things. So these are very real life things that are going on,
Oh,
and
yeah. Oh, boy.
yeah, for sure. And I think it's good to be aware, at least. Like I said, if you're into conspiracy theories, if you're into true crime, criminology, whatnot, do your research onto it. It's interesting and diabolical, to say the least. Um, yeah. Um, it's been a pleasure to talk to y'all this week. Actually, I'm not going to
As
say this
always.
week because we are releasing a new episode this weekend. Um, you still want to do that, man? You still able to do that?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we're releasing a double because
Mhm.
we're a little late. I apologize too. I forgot to
Yeah.
mention. We apologize on my end. There was a lot of technical issues. There was just a lot of issues with recording and even just my setup in general. We're gonna get that fixed a little bit after our second our third episode actually, right?
Yeah.
After our third episode airs, I should be getting this fixed. But it's been a pleasure to talk to y'all. Yeah, what do you want to say, man? This is interesting. Interesting to end it off
Yeah,
there,
I
and
mean,
to bring it back to what we were talking about in the beginning, right? Because
mhm.
with One Piece, um,
Yeah.
where do you think it's heading? I keep thinking about it throughout this whole time we were talking about Shanks and all of that. Where could this possibly be heading? Because Oda is sort of you know leading it
Yeah.
somehow.
I
Yeah,
honestly don't know.
you
Like,
don't know.
I'm just thrown for a loop. You know, uh,
Yeah, right.
I feel like Blackbeard and Shanks got to clash at some point in time. I just don't know when that'll happen, I guess. You know?
Oh man. Speaking of Blackbeard, oh man. Okay, so I developed like some other type of headcanon. We're gonna talk about this
okay,
after we stop recording. All right, y'all. We'll get into what we talked
okay.
about afterwards in the next episode. All right. Think of the
Yeah.
episode 3 as a continuation of episode 2. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Hell yeah, man. Let's stop.
Yeah.
Forget facts. Forget logic. Forget everything that seems real. Just trust and believe. Would you care for a sedative?